for this week's Infusion, I'm going to be talking a little bit about our reading that we did this past week, as well as some activities that we did in class on Monday. So the reading was a lot about social entrepreneurship, which is when I originally heard about the master's program. I wasn't really sure what social entrepreneurship meant, but it really stood out to me as something that I might want to go into when I start working. So reading about it this past week was very interesting, and applying it in class today was very interesting. And I spoke a little bit about this in class, but I was put in the social entrepreneurship group for the activity, and we were definitely struggling for a solid 5 minutes. The research methods, there was a lot of open-endedness, and the ethical was so hard, even though when you looked at it, we didn't think it was going to be that hard, and we didn't even come up with anything for legal. So originally I did not think social entrepreneurship would have that much going into it that was so open-ended, but after today's class, I am well aware now that there is a lot that gets put into it, and it's not just black and white. There's so much gray area, and I'm starting to experience it with one of the projects I've been working on, and it's called the Retriever Project, and it was put together last year by a group of people and administrators. And when I say people, I mean athletes. And it's really about spreading awareness about mental health, and that sports can be a leading cause to anxiety, to depression, thinking you're not good enough, being nervous, and being able to have a group that you can open up to. And doesn't necessarily mean if you're in the group that you are experiencing these things, but you are able to have experience of how to help other people. And I think that being on a team, it's really important to have that under your belt, because you never know when things are going to happen and when you'll need to know how to react to it. So this year, I was in the group last year, and it was not a very big group at all, just getting started, and there really wasn't many people showing up to the meetings. The meetings had great advice in them that I think everybody can benefit from. So this year, the 2 people that were in charge of it last year, they graduated, and the administrator that was in charge of it left. So we had nobody to really take the reins. So I got chosen to become the new leader of this group, and it is all under one of the men's lacrosse coaches. So he voluntold one of his players to be the other leader of this group. And we've had a couple meetings so far talking about what we wanted to do, and it is not easy at all. And I really didn't think it would be that hard. When you're in a group, you don't think about all the stuff that goes into it, and to get these meetings together, to get people to come there. And one of the books that we were reading in our marketing class, it's all about how to get people to work together and work for you. And that's something that I'm really learning about how to do with this project. Trying to get people to join, trying to get people to come to the meetings, trying it to not just be all girls that come to the meetings. These are all struggles that we've been having, and having to basically start all over this year has been a whirlwind. But I'm honestly learning so much from it, and we are coming up with all these ideas to try to get people involved, and it really is a learning experience. And I connect it so much to the social entrepreneurship section because it really applies directly. So we've come up with some ideas: posting signs, making bracelets for athletes to wear, and we really I might bring it up in class to get some more ideas for it, but really anything that would attract athletes to be a part of this great group. is really what we're trying to do.